everybody, I am Victoria Aveyard. I am the author of the Red Queen series. I am also the author of the new fantasy series Realmbreaker, which I get to talk to you about. Realmbreaker is an adventure about what happens when the heroes fail, you know? Who's next to save the world? Who is the JV team? In this case, we have a band of sworn enemies and misfits, a pirate's teenage daughter, a noble squire, an immortal prince, an assassin, a bounty hunter, a fugitive, a witch. They certainly aren't good enough, but they might be bad enough to save their own asses and in the process, save the world. For Realmbreaker, I was endlessly inspired by The Lord of the Rings. It is still my favorite story. I grew up loving that so deeply, but I also did feel like Lord of the Rings didn't love me back or have a place for me in it. I wrote Realmbreaker for you, my readers, but I also wrote it for me and for who I was at 14, desperately trying to find herself in these places and desperately wishing someone told me I belonged in an adventure too. And now I get to write my own fantasy quest and play on all those tropes and archetypes that I loved, while also maybe bending and breaking a couple of them. That's the fun part. Publishing any book is scary, but publishing a new series is completely terrifying. I know I've had a great amount of luck with Red Queen. I have an amazing opportunity to keep writing. It feels greedy to ask for more success when Red Queen has already happened, and I know it was kind of a once-in-a-lifetime thing. But here I am anyways, hoping that Realmbreaker finds the same audience again, finds that same level of love and care that Red Queen got. I'm really just so excited for people to read it. I am also incredibly nervous, but the excitement is getting me through. Especially because one of my favorite things and one of the reasons I gravitate towards fantasy is I love world building. And in Realmbreaker, I got to build an entirely new world. It was very much based on medieval history and Europe in the 12th or 13th century, specifically Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. One thing I always wanted to see in the fantasy stories I love was beyond the edge of the map. You know, a world that was a little more diverse and spectacular and busy than what we saw, because that would feel more real, because that's what the real world was actually like. So for Realmbreaker, I was basing it off of the Mediterranean of that time, with so many different kingdoms and cultures coming together at this crossroads, and then putting a fantasy story on top of it. Loved it. I'm also really chomping at the bit for my readers to experience the plot twists and surprises and action sequences, not to mention this cast of characters. I loved writing them. I love them as people. I hear their voices so clearly. And there's nothing so much fun as putting together a band of people who hate each other and giving them a common enemy. At the end of the day, I am an entertainer. My job is to entertain my readers. Beyond anything, I'm just excited for you guys to read. I hope that you enjoy it. If you don't, you won't. That's part of the job. But I still can't wait. I hope you check it out. Realmbreaker comes out on May 4th. Hi, I'm Victoria Aveyard. Thank you for watching. To watch more videos from Epic Reads, click here or subscribe here.